Yeah, this has been. I just started this recording, but I've actually been sitting here for probably almost 8 to 10 minutes before I started it. So, yeah, this is on a daily basis. Central United States. So many players have left the game because cheaters are just everywhere. And I'm not calling the people that are actually good players a cheat, just the ones that you can blatantly see shooting through a wall or snapping to headshots, stuff like that, you know. He'd even quit searching. It's just so stupid. Once in a while, somebody will jump in like that, you know. But generally, they end up leaving again. And for having opened that, 120 meg connection, you name it. It gets impossible to find a game during the day. It's dropped, what, 30 or 40,000 since release. Thought Christmas would have picked it up a little bit. Maybe for a couple of days when they had the double XP or whatever, you know, you get people on here grinding a little bit. But yeah, in November, you could find a game any time of day or night within 10 seconds. December, here and there it was hit and miss. You know, you might wait a minute or two, but you know, you generally got into a game. But January here is seeing huge dips in player counts during the day. I don't play at night anymore, or after probably about 8 o'clock here, because of you run into a lot of European players, Chinese players, this one and that one, and there's just lag everywhere. So it doesn't provide for a fun experience at all. So it's got to be going on almost 15 minutes or better waiting for a game. No friends are on. 110 friends have this game. One is on. That's actually playing. They're actually in, I don't know why it says in a party, because you go into HQ and they're in there. He's playing hardcore TDM. I went in there to start playing, and I left because it was worse than a free-for-all match. I couldn't turn around without being shot. It was unbelievable. I'm not a great player. I don't purport myself to be a great player. As you can see, nothing special. But yeah, it's pretty sad, you know. The game is great. The gameplay is excellent, but you know, until you guys can weed out the cheaters and do something about the paid cheats that people go months and months and months without getting banned for, you know, The only time you guys really had a handle on cheats was when you let us actually take control. You know, back when we had servers, Black Ops 1, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, you name it. The ones before that had servers where you could actually ban people or have a program where you could share lists. Our clan did it, but we provided video proof and everything else before we banned them, and they went on to our clan website, so if the people had questions, they could ask about it and appeal it. There were some out there that blatantly screwed with others just because they owned the server, or kicked them because they got beat. We weren't like that. You know, we had players that were super bad, and we had players that could run the game, literally, you know. Didn't matter what weapon they had, who they were against, they'd come out on top. We had like 3 or 4 different guys like that. It was fun to watch, and you know, I could still kill them. I mean, I wouldn't dominate them, but you know, I could at least somewhat keep up with them. And these guys in here that are using these cheats and stuff, it's impossible to get a handle on them. You know, you might clip them and take them out here and there, but that's only because their attention is focused on another place. You know what I mean? You catch them off guard, but yeah, it's just ridiculous. I'm sorry I'm rambling, but it's not just my sentiment. There are many, many, many people out there talking about this. Sledgehammer Games, Activision, you guys, you need to check the forums in Steam and other places so you know what's actually going on. There's no talk between the communities and you, except maybe on your Call of Duty website, but people on Steam aren't usually going to go there. You know, that's we have our own forums for it. I mean, that's supposed to be the reason that they are there, is to provide help with the game. You guys don't visit it whatsoever. Issues, error codes, things like that. You know, it'd be nice to have some techies or some guys that actually know the game to go in there and converse once in a while and talk with your fan base a little bit. They just, you guys don't do it. Back in Black Ops 1, you know, we could find our own answers and things like that because we ran the servers and had control over it. You guys gave us mod software. You know, it was really great. The player base was huge in that game. After that game, you guys kind of screwed the pooch a little bit and took away the servers, or the control of the servers, and we were right back to cheaters all over the place with the paid hacks. I mean, you guys had to see it. You were supposedly doing the banning and checking the videos, things like that. At least that's what we were told. And then the next game came out, and it was worse yet. You guys weren't even doing the actual game servers and stuff all the time anymore. You know, you were starting to go to the peer-to-peer or whatever it was with the host connections. That was the worst mistake you guys could have ever made. This, I've had host connection lost before. A lot of us have been talking. We can kind of tell when you're actually a host, even though they say there's a server, because you tend to have the drop on everybody, literally everybody. You do get taken down. I mean, it's not that you're not going to get shot, but you can run the board after board after board. I've done it. Many first place under my belt. I was kind of surprised to begin with, but then the more I realized, and then the disconnections every once in a while, or can't connect to host error, it kind of tells a little bit. You go into your networking. If you got a nice program for networking, you can go in there and you can see if we're actually running on a somewhat of a, what we would call a real server, or if you're actually connecting to other players. You will be able to see it in there. Because if you're connected to a server, you won't have the IP addresses of the other players. If you're connecting to a host style, because of the player counts, you will see IP addresses of the other players. So this is getting a little monotonous. I could go in and out time and time again and I still get the same thing. That's why I'm just sitting in here, because it really doesn't help at all. Some of the previous games, if you went out and you went back in, it would kick you into a game, but I haven't found that to be the fix for this. Well, we're up to 3 again. One of them should drop out in a moment here. I'll guarantee at least one of them drop out, and then we'll go back to searching for a second, and then it'll quit that, and we'll sit here some more. So yeah, I'm gonna go get myself some coffee. I will let you guys sit here and watch this stupid shit. It'd be nice to actually have some players, you know. Oh my God, a game.
Houston, what's going on, buddy? What's going on, poo-poo?
A real game. Oh my God, I gotta get back in here. Well guys, it's been fun. I'm going to let you go so I can play. I'm not going to stream. I'm not that great anyway, you know. I don't have to show myself all the time. There's a couple videos of me playing, but hey, you know,